Hello, travelers. I'm Wheelchair Jimmy, and I'm rolling through Phoenix today. I thought I'd provide you a couple overview accessibility tips if you're coming to Phoenix for the very first time. This is a wonderful, accessible city. You know, it's not like Boston or Washington, D.C., where you have some of those 200-year-old historical buildings and brownstones and 20 or 30 steps to get up just to get into a facility. Now, this is a very level, very accessible town, maybe the most accessible in the United States, at least from my personal point of view. When you come here, the mass transit is very good. The Valley Light Rail, the Valley bus system, very wheelchair accessible. So is the Sky Harbor Airport and Amtrak. You know, when I come here, I try to be careful about where I stay, and there's a couple of areas I would tell you to be careful about. One is the Camelback Mountain area, and the other is the Tapatio Mountain area. Both have some very nice resorts and hotels, but they are on a very steep grade. It's a mountain, so they can be some very steep grades. So be careful that you don't have a room that's high up and you have to get into a car just to drive down to the lobby and have a bite to eat. They each have some areas that have some spectacular dining areas and spas, and so don't avoid those. Those can be a lot of fun. One of the areas that I do like to stay at is downtown Phoenix. It's a very level area. You can really spend a day or a weekend down there and have a lot of fun. The restaurants, the shops, very accessible. You can go to the museums, very accessible. The Heard Museum, the Phoenix Art Museum, very easy to get around. The financial district there. Or you can go to the stadiums where the Phoenix Suns play or where the Diamondbacks play. Both the stadiums are right there, very easy to get around. Scottsdale is another area which is just a lot of fun, and hands down, Scottsdale has the best restaurants I think in the entire Phoenix area. There are a lot of them. They're all unique, not necessarily the chain restaurants. Most all of them are very wheelchair accessible. The lower Scottsdale area along Scottsdale Road, those resorts are really fun, very accessible, and it's really old style Southwest resort flavor. Very nice. Old Town shopping is a lot of fun. There's a lot of boutique restaurants and shops there in Old Town. Always a lot of people, a lot of activities, and just a sort of a fun day. I will say that the parking there and the sidewalks were not as good as other spots, but it is Old Town. One of the areas that I do like to shop in is on the northern Scottsdale Road, which is the Carolyn Commons and the Scottsdale Quarter. Both are, I'll call it, relatively new shopping areas, plenty of wheelchair accessible parking, broad sidewalks, very level, a lot of shops, restaurants, just again, a fun place to spend the afternoon. If you're coming to spring training, in the wheelchairjimmy.com website, we've tried to point out a number of the hotels that are very accessible that are near some of these stadiums. And these stadiums are all over the valley. You can go over any different part of Phoenix and find another spring training facility. They're a lot of fun, and I would encourage you to do it. Really, my favorite, I suppose, is over at the Peoria Sports Complex where the Mariners and the Diamondbacks play. And right along that sports complex, there are probably 10 or 12 major restaurants, chain restaurants, but very, very nice, a lot of fun, and I think you'll enjoy that. Come to the wheelchairjimmy.com website. We'll tell you the hotels, the restaurants, the attractions, the mass transportation system in Phoenix, things to go to and things to avoid. Roll on, America!